Chapter 4, Section 1, Consciousness. What is consciousness? Consciousness is the awareness of the outside world and of one's own mental processes, thoughts, feelings, and perceptions. Can unconscious thoughts affect your behavior? The features of consciousness, what reaches your awareness, the decisions you are making, make up your state of consciousness. Possible states include coma, deep sleep, hypnosis, meditation, daydreams, and alert wakefulness. States of consciousness. States of consciousness can be viewed as different points on a continuum of consciousness from active to passive. In active states, you intentionally direct and manipulate mental activity. In passive states, your mind wanders and allows various mental processes to come to mind. People are most often in a waking state, in which attention and arousal dictate the mental processes reaching awareness at any moment. Levels of consciousness. The mental events that you are currently aware of exist at the conscious level. At the non-conscious level are mental events that cannot be experienced consciously. Example, we cannot directly know about brain modulation of blood pressure. The cognitive unconscious contains mental activities that are not conscious but can either become conscious or influence conscious experiences. These include the preconscious and the subconscious. Preconscious level processing is not itself consciously experienced, but can easily and quickly be brought into conscious experience. For example, if asked what color your socks are, you can easily bring the answer into consciousness, even though you were not thinking about this information prior to the question. Sigmund Freud hypothesized the unconscious, containing impulses, mostly sexual and aggressive, unacceptable thoughts, feelings, and memories of which one is seldom directly aware. Most psychologists do not accept Freud's view, but still use the term unconscious or subconscious to describe normally inaccessible mental activity that influences us in various ways. Altered states of consciousness. In an altered state of consciousness, changes in mental processes are sufficient for you or others to note significant differences from the waking state. Waking consciousness typically serves as the baseline against which altered states are compared. Different cultures place different values on waking versus altered states. For example, purposeful hallucinations, or perceptions of non-existent sensations, are respected in certain cultures like the Moche of Peru. Sleeping and dreaming. Does your brain go to sleep when you do? Stages of sleep. Electroencephalograms, or EEGs, which measure brain activity, show brain waves whose height and speed reflect variations in behavioral and mental processes. EEGs and other physiological measures help divide sleep into stages. At first, one is relaxed with eyes closed but awake. As the person drifts into sleep, stages 1 and 2, breathing deepens, heartbeat slows, blood pressure falls, and brain waves become slower and higher. Stages 3 and 4, the deepest stages, are called slow wave sleep. A person in the deepest stage of slow wave sleep, stage 4, is difficult to awaken. Rapid eye movement, or REM sleep, resembles an awakened state with its fast EEG, high heart rate, rapid breathing, and high blood pressure. Eyelids are closed, although the eyes move, but muscle tone decreases to virtual paralysis. The person may twitch, but the brain actively suppresses other movements. Sleepers cycle through the sleep stages 4 to 6 times a night. Each cycle is about 90 minutes. Deep sleep, stages 3 and 4, dominates early in the night, whereas stage 2 and REM dominate later. Sleep declines with age, from an average of 16 hours a day in infancy to an average of 6 hours a day by age 70. Most of the decrease occurs in REM sleep. Individuals vary widely in their need for restful sleep, anywhere from 4 to 10 hours. Teenagers need an average of 9.25 hours of sleep each night to function at their best. Sleep disorders. Insomnia, the most common sleeping problem, occurs when a person is tired during the day because of trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. Sleeping pills can be helpful, but learning-based treatments may be more helpful in the long run. In narcolepsy, a person switches abruptly from an active, sometimes emotional waking state to a few minutes of REM sleep. Because of the muscle paralysis of REM sleep, the person may experience cataplexy, in which he or she collapses and remains briefly immobile even after awakening. Helpful treatments involve regular naps and stimulants. In sleep apnea, breathing stops, briefly awakening the sleeper to restart breathing. In the morning, these awakenings are not remembered, but since they disrupted the normal sleep cycle, victims do not feel well rested. Effective treatments include weight loss, a mask that provides a steady air supply, or in some cases, surgery to widen the air passageways in the upper throat. Sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS, occurs when a sleeping infant, often of low birth weight, stops breathing and dies. SIDS may be caused by genes, brain systems regulating breathing, or by cigarette smoke exposure. About half of the SIDS cases may be caused by accidental suffocations caused when infants sleep face down on a soft surface. Sleepwalking occurs in non-REM sleep, most commonly during childhood. Despite myths, there is no special danger in waking a sleepwalker. Nightmares are frightening dreams that occur in REM sleep. Night terrors, occurring in stage 4 sleep, are horrific dream images that abruptly awaken a person in a state of intense fear. The condition is sometimes treatable with drugs. And REM behavior disorder is a loss of the paralysis that usually occurs in REM sleep. As a result, a sleeper may appear to act out dreams, sometimes even attacking a sleeping partner in the process. Drug treatments are usually effective. Why do people sleep? Many biological processes occur on a 20-hour cycle. This pattern is called a circadian rhythm. These rhythms are linked to environmental cues, such as light, but can continue even without them. An example is the sleep-wake cycle. The length of a circadian rhythm varies from person to person. Jet lag is a pattern of fatigue, irritability, and sleeping problems when you travel across time zones. It is due to disrupted sleep-wake cycles. Neurons of the suprachiasmatic nuclei, or SCN, in the hypothalamus appear to act as a built-in biological clock. The SCN receives light information and sends signals to the hindbrain areas that initiate sleep or wakefulness. It also releases the hormone melatonin, which appears to be important in maintaining circadian rhythms. What are the functions of sleep? Though short-term sleep deprivation does not have serious long-term effects, it can lead to mistakes, accidents, and errors in judgment. Extended sleeplessness leads to fatigue, irritability, and inattention. Non-REM sleep is believed to restore the brain and body's energy stores. REM sleep shuts off the brain's norepinephrine-releasing neurons, which originate in the brain's locus coeruleus. This may reset daytime sensitivity to norepinephrine, thought to underlie waking alertness. REM sleep may help the brain create and strengthen synaptic connections. This might explain why human infants, whose brains are still developing, have so much REM sleep. REM sleep seems to solidify daytime learning. Studies show that memory is impaired after REM deprivation compared to either non-REM sleep deprivation or normal sleep. And that is it for section 1.